Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Just getting going. Happy Friday. We made it to Friday. What a week. What a week. Right now, S&P's up 20, Dow's down 3, NASDAQ up 143. If you're here right now, say what up. Hit the like button in the chat there. Definitely appreciate it. Not sure what's going on over here, but um, there were some earnings last night. Obviously, market. I mean, the futures were actually down quite a bit overnight, and now just starting to bounce back. I mean, we have the Nasdaq futures. Nasdaq futures just popped up back up above 1% gain. Dow's still struggling a little bit, but S&Ps are at they're almost at 0.5% gain. So just chilling. So today, kind of going through some stuff. We got SPY 384. DoorDash had earnings. So I had a DoorDash position on yesterday. They lost a ton of money. I actually sold it for a profit when it popped up to like the 182 area. And thankfully, I mean, DoorDash, their expected move on DoorDash was only $17, and it's moved. And now it's back up to 155. So it's only moved $11 now. If the market were to open right now, but this thing got smashed. I mean, just crushed. What's going on, Jeff? Gabex, how you doing? If you're here right now, say what up. So DoorDash, Beyond had earnings as well. So Beyond, they didn't do very well, but they did have a deal with McDonald's. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. So Beyond, let's see here. Man, so many stocks. So many stocks. Yo, Jack, what's going on, man? So Beyond Meat, it says news that the company struck a deal with McDonald's and Yum Brands. Under the deal, Beyond Meat will supply both companies with plant-based products. However, the company also posted quarterly numbers that missed analyst expectations. Beyond Meat lost 34 cents per share on revenue of 101.9 million versus 13 cents on revenue of 103 million. So I mean, not horrible, but I think that, I mean, I guess the question for Beyond Meat, how is the market, and I mean the market like McDonald's customers and that, going to accept a meat alternative? And that, I think that will really determine the success of the plant-based meat in terms of fast food. I mean, there's always going to be, I think in terms of plant-based food, there's always going to be a need for it. But the question is it McDonald's customers? Is it Yum Brands, which Yum owns? Yum owns Taco Bell. They own KFC. They own a bunch of fast food restaurants. So the question is plant-based ready for fast food? Is the customer ready for that? So I guess we'll see. I mean, we don't know. We don't know if the customer is going to accept it or not. I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I mean, it might be too soon, but it appears that in terms of McDonald's data and other brands, it's telling them to go that direction. So maybe they have R&D, they have some research to kind of say, hey, this is the direction we want to go. It's worth our time and energy, because I'm sure McDonald's has researched this extensively. I'm sure they've already, had tons of items that succeeded and then failed as well. So I mean, I think it should be interesting. Virgin Galactic as well. Virgin Galactic had earnings, and this is what we talked about yesterday. I mean, I just thought it was too high, way up in here. I like it down in the 30s, and now this thing. They said the next space flight's going to be delayed until May. They also reported a fourth quarter loss that was in line with analyst expectations. So it was in line with what they had to, they had to post. But I think sub 40. I like I like SPCE sub 40. I like it in this range. I like it in here. Up in here got crazy. I mean, this thing went, I mean, almost tripled in a matter of weeks. Yo, CWFIEs, how you doing? If you're joining, say what's going on. Man, it's just crazy to me to see how much these have moved. You know, in the last month, like stocks like this. I mean, literally, it was just kind of treading along here, and then all of a sudden, you know, pops up from what 25 to 60, and now we're back down to 37. It was coming down. It's been coming down for a little while here, but I mean, it's just crazy. So, my daughter got. I think she was trying to get a little aggressive here. Yo, Christopher, what's going on? How you doing? So I think there's gonna be a lot of plays right now. I mean, stocks are kind of warming up. Let me pull up some of these other charts here. I mean, we have Tesla starting to make another run at 700. Where's all the money going? Not crypto, gold, or bonds. I mean, they could just be going cash, you know. But I also think, Jack, like, I think the order book is rather thin up here. You know, and we've been talking about it. There's not. I mean, when you see something like space, there's like not really any support up here. You look at Tesla. I mean, there's not really any support. I mean, the only real support we have is at 400, right? Right down in here. Up in here, we climbed up, tapped out, came back down. Now it's trying to get back up. You know, so it's like, where's support? Like Amazon, like if you look at Amazon building nice support base. This is what you like to see for bulls. Sure, not good that it's dropped down below the 200-day, but most likely in most scenarios when you see a chart like this will most likely, I'm not saying it will, not investment advice, but I'm just saying most likely will gravitate back up to 3,200. Try to come up there. I mean, it's been down here. Look how it tested this area back in September, tested this area in October, and then it's tested this area now in February. So I think this is what you want to see when you look at a chart like space. It's like, okay, there's no real. It could do anything, right? It could do anything. It could rip back up. It could rip all the way down to 25. I mean, what is it? What is it going to do? Doing good. Happy Friday. We made it. CRM also had earnings. So CRM, this stock is down a little bit here, but it's now riding back. I mean, I think today is going to be crazy. I think it's going to be crazy. Like look at Facebook already. I mean, Facebook, I traded this a little bit yesterday, made a little bit of money, but this thing is ripping back up. I mean, after hours hit low at 251. It's now hitting 257. It's interesting to me the ranges that we're trading in now. Like we went from like a very quiet period. If you look on Facebook, we had a relatively quiet period, but we're having some big ranges in the last week. Over the last, let's say 2 weeks ago, like if you look here, 2 weeks ago, I mean, I guess Facebook probably not the best example because Facebook has been trading in a pretty wide range in general. And anytime it's dipped to like the 260 area, it's gotten bought up and pushed up to like the 280, 275. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Facebook here. Again, 260. Like I said, it's when you see a chart like this, it's just kind of gravitating and it's right now the only thing about Facebook is under the 50-day, under the 10-day. But what you do like to see is like the 10-day and the 50-day. As you can see, have crossed over multiple times in the last week. So this is where decisions are going to be made. Now, what will be interesting if it chops here, and let's say the 200-day comes up and meets the 50-day and also meets the 10-day, then a decision is going to be made whether it's going to be to the upside or to the downside. But it could also happen here where right now 50-day, 10 days acting as resistance, popped up to the 50-day yesterday, got slammed hard, popped up the other day, just stayed under it, came under the 200-day moving average. Now it's trying to make its way back above it. So what happens in between here? This is what I'm looking at. What happens on Facebook right here? Let me so zoom in. So what's going to happen between the orange line and the purple line? Orange line, purple line. I'm pretty convinced that it'll pop back up over the 200-day. But what is going to happen right in here? So Facebook right now, in terms of a chart, is pretty interesting to me. Now, they've not been doing themselves any favors by the way they've been running their company lately is the only issue. So that you could have, like, if you're swinging it, you could have overnight positions that maybe might be at risk for, a Zuckerberg attack. Also, the biggest thing I see in Facebook's future is they are limiting. So in iOS 14, Apple is limiting what apps can track. And Facebook uses tracking through the phone to essentially deliver personalized ads. And Apple in the next version of iOS 14, they're going to be limiting that. So is that going to be good for the user and bad for Facebook? Or, it's kind of hard to say. But right now, I would imagine if you're limiting the ad experience, it's not going to be good. However, they're doing it across the board, so it's not going to be just it's not going to be just Facebook. It's going to be anybody that uses an iPhone. So I think for the users, it's good in terms of privacy. But when you're thinking about companies like Facebook that generate all their money from advertising and personalized ads, it's definitely gonna. I definitely think it's going to take a hit. I mean, they're definitely going to have some sort of negative impact here. But the question is, can they get through it? And I don't know if you guys seen it, but I've seen it all the time. Is that Facebook's been having an ad campaign against Apple saying, hey, this is not right. They've been running ads on Facebook. They've been running ads on Instagram. They've been sending me emails because, I do advertise on Facebook. So as someone that buys ads through Facebook, I think it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts kind of my analytics. So that's the only thing that kind of worries me about Facebook. But for a day trade, I think Facebook is ripe. Look at the last couple of days here. Facebook wide ranges came down to 258, back up to 266. Yesterday, 266, down to 255, 11 point rip there. The other day, 255, up to 266. It's like the market for Facebook can't make up its mind. It just can't. It's like, look how many times it hit 270, came down to 255. We came back down, went back up to 266. Now we're back down to 255. So, this is a great day trading atmosphere. Also, is good for those that are selling premium because they're not really going anywhere. So, if the only bad news is implied volatility for premium sellers. Implied volatility ticked up, so that it will cost them money. But the stock actually really hasn't gone anywhere over the last week, except for just trading the ranges. And for me, I like to trade the ranges. I've been hesitant because of where we've been to buy a lot of puts. I don't know about you guys. Have you guys been hesitant to short? And the reason why I've been hesitant to short is because they just keep, getting ripped a new one. Even Facebook. Look, this thing came down, shorts were winning, and then got ripped right back up. You try to short this pop, you got wrecked. Short the gap down, got wrecked. So that's kind of why I've been hesitant to really, I guess you could say, short, because sure, it could have made a lot more money in hindsight, but if you're looking at history here, it shows like it happens quick. You have to exit. Look at it here. This on Tesla, it went down to 619, back up to 712. This is 100 points in like an hour. This is the 5-minute chart. It's just crazy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's Friday. Everyone's like tired, trying to get Airbnb. Airbnb is ticking up a little bit here now. Airbnb, they posted earnings. I think that if I'm gonna pick between DoorDash or Airbnb to trade, I would probably pick Airbnb, right? And the thing about if you're trading DoorDash and Airbnb, just be mindful that the stocks are not as liquid and the ticks are aggressive. So, the next trade could be $1 more, it could be $3 more, it could be 50 cents more versus like if you're trading Apple or Facebook, I mean, it's moving up 10 cents, 5 cents, something like that, 3 cents a tick, right? Or an order. But man, I think this week just kind of not that I did bad, but that it was more, I would say, kind of exhausting, kind of trying to figure out what the market wanted to do for day trading, and then trying to see what it wants to do with the swing trading, the swing trades. We have Neo here. Neo's popping back up here. Neo has earnings on Monday, so just be mindful. Today we have nothing, but Monday we have Zoom and Neo right now confirmed for Monday after market close. So be mindful, Neo and Zoom after market close. Yo, Hank, what's going on? What's your favorite short option strategy? So I like the iron butterfly for earnings. I like to sell naked. I like to sell or short naked puts. Some of my favorite stocks I was shorting on before the run up, shorting naked puts on Space, Virgin Galactic. So I would say my favorite short options, iron butterfly and short naked puts. Those are probably my two favorite. I do a lot of credit put spreads as well in my trading strategy, but I would say that it's not my favorite. Credit spreads are not my favorite. Short naked puts, iron butterfly. Those are my two favorites. TBD lower, that's good. Selling puts is a great idea, like TDAC for a bounce, Marvel. Got paid yesterday, $1,500 shorting SOXL. It owes me another $6K though. Yeah, I mean, Janelle, I mean, you kind of take what you get. Like for me, like losing, I'm never trying to really break even, because you have to, like if I'm losing on a trade, because the stock may not give you that opportunity, right? And not on your own time. But if you could kind of whittle it away, I mean, you were down 7,500, now you're down 6K. I mean, just kind of whittle it down, and you'll be back on top. You'll be back on top. Netflix has actually been running hot too. So Netflix in the last couple of days or last week probably has been one of the safer trades. I mean, this thing has been ripping. Now it's back up to, where it was above. I mean, even though yesterday sold off pretty aggressively, I would say Netflix held up really, really well. Netflix held up. I mean, it's still above. I mean, it came down to the 50-day moving average, popped back up yesterday. So I would say I did trade Netflix earlier this week. It actually went pretty well. So I'm looking at Netflix. Let's see, what is Disney doing? Man, Disney is still above 190. Even though this week was rough, Disney has maintained 190. Like, that's crazy. The question is, where does Disney go from here? Is it going to rip up now? 225, 250? I mean, all they need, the catalysts are in their favor. I mean, parks reopening. I mean, I would say that, I would not be surprised if Disney hits 225, 250 by summer. I would not be surprised. I mean, with Disney Plus, now that they transform more into a tech company, I mean, it's crazy. And it's crazy to me how many people signed up for it. And I get it. I mean, it's cheaper. It is definitely cheaper, but with their acquisitions of Star Wars, Fox, it's not lame. I thought it was going to maybe be lame, but with their acquisitions, It's not. It's not lame. Yo, man, Chow, how you doing, man? All right, we got the market opening 8 minutes. We have SPY right now 384. So let's see, SPY. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying yesterday in my video, I think right now SPY's playing the range. I mean, we had a major snapback. The problem was when it dipped down to here, it gave up essentially 2 days worth of gains here. When it hit 380 the other day, it took 2 days to get back up to 382. Yesterday it opened up around 382 and then gave it all up in 1 day. However, I mean, it's like not scary, you know? Like the chart's not scary at all. I would say Q is probably more scary. SPY's looking good. Q's a little questionable. So Q's, I mean, there's support here. There's support area here, 310, 312. But the question is, how long can we keep this thing going? How long can we keep it going? We do have talks of the stimulus bill, so maybe this will help. House aims to pass its, I think House set to approve. Let's see, when are they voting on it? Democrats hope to get the bill, which includes direct payments, jobless benefits, and COVID-19 vaccination funds to President Joe Biden's desk before unemployment aid expires March 14th. So, tick-tock, guys. Tick-tock. You know, we are, we are almost, we're almost exactly 2 weeks away. You know, we're almost exactly 2 weeks away. So they're expected to pass the package later today. When is the Senate vote? Let's see. Both chambers aim to approve the bill and send it back to Joe before. Okay, we got that. Pitfalls await in the Senate where a single Democratic vote against the plan would sink it. It's always that, I don't mean to laugh, but like when you're like in a collaborative setting, like growing up when you're doing group projects or if you're in a corporate environment doing group stuff, it's always that one guy. It's always that one guy. And that's why I've always done better by myself. I'm more of a loner, right? It's always that one guy. Always. Always. That wants to cause problems, wants to prove something, wants his name in the papers. You know? Wants the limelight. You know what? Joe. Joe's the one guy. It's always that one guy. It's always. In any group setting, you always have that one guy. Would sink it in a decision barring lawmakers from including a 15 per hour minimum wage through a wrench in the process. Democrats opted to pass the legislation through budget reconciliation. The process enables them to approve the bill without Republican votes in the Senate, but also restricts what lawmakers can include in it. So right now, the plan essentially is 400 hours a week unemployment through August 29th, $1,400 direct payments, and $1,400 for dependents. 20 bill for the COVID-19 vaccination, 50 bill for testing, 350 billion for state relief. Man, they cut in the check. 170 billion K through 12. Hope the states don't waste this 350, you know? Hope the states just don't be like, hey guys, let's pocket this and open some casinos, you know? Oh my gosh. Yo, Ramsey, what'd you miss, bro? We trying to survive out here in these streets. We're trying to survive. The Bears don't want us to win. But we're gonna come through. We're gonna come through. So that's essentially what's happening. I don't know if it's getting approved or not. It doesn't say. They're going to try to approve it, essentially. They're gonna try to approve it. So so pretty much the same news as always. But good. Another news. Other good news. Well, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want this one. Personal income leads 10% in January. Personal income, inflation still in check. So that's good. People's income rose 10%. Unemployment went down this week. Personal income is up. I think that, I mean, that's good news. Hopefully, the market will reflect it. But I mean, I'm not surprised that the market is kind of cooling off here. You know, like I'm not surprised. I mean, we ran up for 3 months. Same thing as here. Like, look at Q's here. We went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and then we had some volatility. Again, we went up 1, 2, 3 months, and then we had some volatility. So it's not surprising. I mean, the trend, if you're looking at the overall trend, and this is why, like, I'm not like shorting or going crazy and be like, oh, sell all the stocks. This is the top. This is the top. Everyone always says this is the top. They always say that. They always say that. But the question is, I mean, the thing is, when you're pricing in stocks, I mean, the stocks are priced for the future, not for what they're worth today. Sure, stocks are expensive, and it appears in the last 20 years they're probably going to always be expensive, you know, for the foreseeable future, unless we have some major reset. And we did have a reset; it just got bought up. You know, Walmart is getting taken to the cleaners. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Why is Walmart doing so bad? Like, why does Walmart do so bad? I mean, they had a good run, but like, why are they doing bad? They should be doing well right now. There's no reason why Walmart should be doing bad. I mean, look at Target. This is what Walmart should look like. I don't know, Janelle. Walmart's a tough one. Walmart's a tough one. I mean, if it doesn't hold, I think you could try it. Like for me, if I were going to try this trade, I would see if it holds the 130. If it doesn't hold 130, I would exit, because it could go down to 125, 120, and it doesn't really move. You can kind of see, like, in terms of Walmart, it doesn't move except for when it does. Like, it's a very slow stock. And now, then you have, like, those 1 days. Like, look, this ginormous candles. But then the rest of the time, it's just, like, dead in the water. So I think a credit put spread would be the right strategy. But the question is, how low is it going to go? Premium's really cheap in here too, 28% IV. So I would say this is probably not even worth the time. Going out 49 days, you're only at 26% IV. March, 28% IV. I would say this is a tough one. I would probably find a better offer, a better trade. An easier trade, like, you know, when you're looking at trades, you kind of want to always look for the easier trade. Baidu came out down sub 300 though. Now this is just not right. This is not right. Just because they said they're gonna make an electric vehicle, it's not right. It's not right. Oh, market's open. I didn't even realize the market was open right now. Market's open. S&P's up 14. I should turn my sound down so I get the bell. Dow's down 34. NASDAQ up 108. So most of the stocks right now on the list are in the green. We have Apple 122 right now. I didn't even realize what time it was. Got me going on Walmart. Yeah, Tesla could push pretty big. Let's see. Penn's pushing. Penn could be pushing. I think Penn could push 118. We'll see. See what it wants to do. Let's see what the market has in store for us today. Just checking to see if there's any alerts here. Nothing really going on in terms of alerts. Pen's pushing. Let's get out of here. All right. Sorry, I was just looking at what we have going on here. Boeing's up. Boeing actually could be a good play. I don't really like it, but down in this zone here, it's been running hot. Right in here. I don't know if I want to trade it though. Boeing gave me PTSD, so it's like. But the chart, like, if you take away Boeing's name, you look at the chart. I mean, this would be like, for me, for a day trade setup. This is ideal setup for me right here. Let's see, what are these going for? Yeah, this is ideal setup for me, like right here. I just get worried right now because of the volatility that we're going to get flushed. What do you guys think? Because of volatility lately, I feel like we're just going to... I mean, looking at the 1 minute chart looks a little dicey, but these candles, I mean, this... But I think if all is good today, next week should try to test 225, 230 area. But I don't know. Hold Boeing over the weekend or no? You know what I mean? This is a good setup, though. This is a good setup. Let's see what Facebook's doing. Yeah, Facebook. I think sub 260 is a good setup for Facebook as well. The question is the market gonna let us run? Is the market gonna let us run today, or are they gonna try to kill us? Don't hurt me. Arc down here. It looks decent down here. Arc might be putting on a trade here. We'll see though. We'll see. Arc has definitely been struggling. I mean, it's come down from one, but I like the 125. I like the 125 area. Now the problem is if we go to down to 125, we're gonna have a problem. But I do like Arc down in here. They're not letting us run out the gate. That's for sure. Coming down. We're coming down a bit. Come on, guys. Let us be great. Let the Bulls be great. They're smacking us around a little bit. Let's see here. Q's actually look decent, though. Apple looks decent. Let's see here. Let me see. Boeing. I want to do it. Oh wait, we're gonna wait though. Actually, well, let me test it out. I'm gonna buy a 220. I'm just gonna taste it a little bit. I'll buy a 225 call for next week expiration. Just kind of taste a little bit, kind of see what happens. I'm gonna buy the 225 right now. Okay, so I bought a 225 call for Boeing for next week expiration. So we'll see kind of what happens with it. Well, let's at 35 delta. Let's set alert. Let's set alert. If it breaks 215, let's see here. Let me look. If it breaks, okay, yeah. If we come down 215, kind of take a look at it. So if this, Jack, if this works out today, so I bought next week expiration. If this works out today, I'll take it off. If it stays here, like if we just stay, so my target for this trade, so I bought the 225 call for next week. I mean, if we push 220, 225, I'll take this off. Like if we're pushing this zone here, 225, 220, 250, I'll take this off. But I think that, but I want to give myself the opportunity to hold over the weekend if I need to, in case this just chops like this. But I mean, that call I just bought is already up 10% right now. Do a 248. I don't like going that far out, Max. I don't like going that far out of the money. Like if you know about theta and you know about how that all works, like the ones on the outside get burned the quickest, right? The closer to in the money you are, because you have a higher delta to offset the theta. So they're running Apple though. Let's see what else they got running here. Let's take a look at Facebook here. So we'll set alert. Set alert for Boeing. If it comes down a couple bucks, all good. Yeah, Facebook. Like I said, Facebook's another good one. Sub 260 is the target. Sub 260. Probably should have bought Facebook too. That's pretty clean on the 1 minute. This is clean right here. This run right here on Facebook. Some good setups today. Same thing on Apple. Look at right here. Look at Apple's chart and then look at Facebook's chart. Pretty much same setup. Algos are running this. Nasdaq up 160, up 160 right now. Interesting. Yeah, Facebook ARK is moving up. Let's see what today brings. This could get interesting. Amazon, like I said, this is clean. This is a clean right here. Look right here. Touch the 200-day today. This looks like another good potential long position. Amazon right here. Tap. Look at this. Tap the 200-day. Bouncing right up. That's clean. Let's see, Netflix. Netflix looking good as well. Nice break here to the upside. Held under 550. Breaking to the upside. A lot of setups right now. All right, I'm up 15% on Boeing right now. Let's see if we can get some momentum. Let's see if we get some momentum. We need bulls need momentum. All right, Boeing. So Boeing, what I need is this 220 break here. It looks like it will, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Dow's down 104. Rotation in tech. So Tesla's getting held down Tesla's getting held down right here, right below 700. Safest play for Boeing is a 145 call for March 5th. And Tesla's getting... Come on, Tesla. Wake up. Let's see, Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's still ripping. Facebook has been very good to trade this week. I'm gonna probably have it on the top of my list, you know, for the foreseeable future. Now, what we don't want to see is like they did the same thing yesterday. Like look at Apple yesterday. They popped it from 124 to 126 and then they dropped it hard. So that's the only thing that I'm worried about right now is that they pop it like this. Are you breaking your 15-minute rule? I did. The thing is, Jack, I lined my shot up, you know, and I wanted to break my 15-minute rule on Facebook too, and I probably should have because the setup is there. The setup is there. The setup is here. Right? Yeah, I mean Facebook would have been good. Kind of see that. I'm gonna see if Facebook holds 260. If Facebook could hold 260, might try to make a play here to back up to 265 is what I'd be looking at. John playing with fire, Boeing. Yeah, the first 15 minutes almost complete here. We also have, let's see here, what's going on with Win? And Win is out of here. Penn is out of here as well. This is a nice recovery from the lows. Nice recovery. All right, we need Boeing, or I need Boeing to get me to the promised land here. I need it to break 20. 220. Break 220, Boeing. Let's do it. Let's run a 225 right now. Close my position. Honestly, probably will even take it off at like 222, 223. Just need a little bit of... Just need a little bit of momentum here. It's kind of tough. I mean, we kind of have a little bit of a mixed market right now. S&Ps, I mean, they're up, not big. S&Ps are up 0.3%. Dow's down 0.3%, 0.4%, and NASDAQ is now up 1%, which is good, but just not enough. John, I'm in the 225 for next week. 225 call for next week. So we'll see. I mean, it looks like it just needs that little push. It needs a little push here, but we'll see if we get it or not. Like I said, if not, I feel comfortable holding it into Monday. But we'll see. We'll see. Needs a push above 220 though. Market's kind of digesting these moves here. So we're not like out the gate. I would say we're not moving very fast. Some stocks are doing pretty well, but overall we're not moving very fast. Apple stopped out here. 123 just stuck. Yeah, I mean Boeing actually. What does it tell you about the market when Boeing's looking good? It's like, what does that tell you? It's like Boeing and Facebook looking good. The rest of the market is just like Yeah, I should have bought Facebook too. All right, there's our Boeing push. There's our Boeing push 220. There we go. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. All right, I'm up 30% on this. I'm gonna exit because yesterday I didn't take my gains and got wrecked. All right, I put an order in to sell here. I'm up 30%. I'm just gonna sell this pop here. Let me out. All right, so I got out 25% gain, but I mean that I only did one contract, um, literally in 11 minutes. So I'm gonna chill because yesterday I didn't lock my gains in, and I paid. I paid. Mm-mm. All right. Sell the pops, guys. It looks like that's the situation we're in right now because this thing is looking not stable. That Boeing push there. I think it could still push some more, but pushed almost 221 just there. But now it's getting cut down. They're cutting it down at the knees. Let's see, ARC. Yeah, Boeing trade was a good trade though. I mean, it's still set up. So if Boeing, depending on what Boeing happens here, I might trade it again, but we'll see. What I don't like to do is take gains and re-enter, take gains and re-enter. So I'm just gonna kind of see here. I think it's gonna push. I think it's gonna push more. It'll probably hit my target 225, but yesterday I was profitable on multiple trades. Didn't take my money, and then the market took me. You know, Apple looks to be warming up here too. 1 minute. We got a 1 minute bull flag on Apple right here. Look at this. Look at Facebook now. Facebook back down at 259. So this is what I mean. This is what it did yesterday too. It pops like this. Boeing looks good though. Boeing's still pushing up. So we'll see. But this is some crazy price action. Like this is so on my, just so you guys know, in the middle chart here, I had the 1 minute. So in like 3 minutes, this has gone from 262 down to 259 on Facebook. That's not good. That's not good. Tesla's fading the gap. The gap up here, gapped up, but now it's fading back down. You know, try to hit. Man. It's like the market just wants to die, you know? It just wants to. What are you guys looking at here? You guys looking at anything? Yeah, Neo, John, we need a little bit of a Neo push. Neo came back down. Trying to see what happens here. I'm gonna hold Neo to Monday, unless we get a major pop today. But the UVH Academy on Neo may take its first L. Probably should have took it off when it was 30% profit, honestly. Kevin's watching SPY. Jack's watching Apple. Now, Apple's looking dicey. Like, this whole market's looking dicey now. Look how quickly things just, like, changed like that. Look how quick it changed. We went from the whole market was warming up to now we're in trouble. Boeing came back down as well, 220. And as you can see, all the charts are kind of look the same here. Man, are they going to go for the throat again? Come on. are they coming for us? I mean, I don't have a whole lot like going on right now, but this is insane. 10 years creeping up. Yeah. This is insane. Yo, Twitter's up $2. Yo, Twitter had a run. This was a scary. This is again, like I said, this is the 1 minute chart. This is a scary drop and then a grind back up. This is definitely scary right in here. 77 down to 75. I mean that is nuts for Twitter. Tesla's coming down. Stocks are starting to turn red. Watch out, guys. Watch out. DraftKings. So DraftKings actually did well on earnings, but look at this. They popped this up to 62. Now it's at 59. So I think today is going to be good for some day trades, but you got to be careful not to get caught up. Take your profits. Like, I'm glad I took those Boeing profits, honestly, because honestly, that stock just, I mean, the whole stock market yesterday. I mean, I think the plan for me in this market, do the day trades, keep them small, take your profits, redeploy capital. I think that's what works. What doesn't work is letting positions run. And I think that's where people are getting in trouble because we're so used to the market kind of, gradually going up, not having major movement. And what happens is we got lazy and comfortable, and then the market shifts and changes. So when the market shifts and changes like this, like in the UVH Academy, I have a lot of videos about this. Because in 2020, like the market shifted and changed like so much. So you have to change your strategy. And that's what makes options trading hard. But for me, like what I like about options trading are moments like this. It's not that like I'm not happy about being down on positions and stuff like that, but like for me, I enjoy the puzzle. I enjoy trying to figure out what makes it work. What's going to be a good trade? What's going to be a winning trade? What's going to be a winning scenario? And I think where most people fail is really understanding that you have to shift, you have to adjust. You can't do the same process for every single type of market every day. You can't do it. You have to change your strategy. You have to shift. So for me, my shift is right now is I'm going to be focusing on day trades, taking the 10 to 30% gainers and run. We were used to just letting things run. And now that's in big trouble. I mean, look at DraftKings, man. It is getting smoked now. S&P's turned negative. Nasdaq's only up 40 now. Nasdaq was up 180. Now it's up 40. Ooh, Tesla is dragging this stuff down. Look, Tesla is getting hammered right now. Just turned red. Dropped another 25 points. Airbnb. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. Yeah, I mean, if you're new to trading, you might want to kind of just observe. Boeing just went red. Yeah, if you're new to trading, you might want to just kind of chill. Like I'm not trying to say don't make money, but it's I feel like you're going to have a rough go at it. I mean, look at Boeing, man. Boeing, I just sold this pop and now it's 216. Bruh. Take your gains. Don't be greedy. They are smoking. Yeah, Derek, trading is on expert mode right now. Yeah, but Derek, you made money yesterday on expert mode. So do you qualify as an expert now? I would say you made good money yesterday. Do you qualify as an expert? Even like I would say the gurus or experts or whatever you want to call them. I mean, they've been having a hard time too. You know what I mean? Like I don't think anyone's like lucky idiot. I it's like, sometimes you want to go like for me like you want to go back to like your beginner level because I think when you're like a beginner, you made a lot of choices that now as you're more experienced seem dumb, but they worked out somehow. It's like how that like looking back on some of the trades like I did like back then, how did that trade even work out? Like but I think that you're not afraid. I think the main thing is like as you start understanding the risk, you get afraid of the risk. And you understand the risk, so that you try not to do that. But when you're starting out, you don't understand the risk and you don't know all the risk, so it feels less risky. So you're willing to take on more risk, which sure it will pay out big, but you'll also get wrecked big too. All right, Facebook. Are we gonna get another shot here, or is this gonna die? We're gonna get another shot on Facebook, or is it gonna die? That's the question. That is the question. I'm just trying to make a little bit of money here, guys, and I don't want to short because I just feel like they're gonna rip it the other way. Like as soon as like you start convincing yourself to go short, and like I said, like the charts. I mean, in terms of the charts, it's not bad. And Q's now this is the danger zone for Q's. If Q's here, if we break 310, it's not going to be a good time. It's not going to be a good time. And I don't like the longer that we stay below the 50-day on the Q's is not going to be good either. SPY, let's see, SPY's coming down here. So if this could crack below, I mean, honestly, it might be a good day just to take our rest of the day off and chill. You know what I mean? Might be a good day just be like, you know what? Let's hit the weekend. I mean, they just smashed SPY hard. All right, 382. What are you gonna do? Yeah, this is definitely. I'm gonna need another coffee. This thing is definitely. I mean, it's the real deal. It's the real deal, guys. By the dip. I've been buying Maxim, but it's been a tough go, bro. It's been a tough go. I mean, everything will work out the way it's supposed to, but the question is, what do you do right now? What do you do? What are we going to do? That's the question. What am I going to do? So right now, I'm just kind of going to observe. All right, Boeing hit sub. I just got an alert. Boeing just hit sub 215. And look how, and this is what they did yesterday, and this is what I was worried about. Like, I thought we could get a run. I thought we could get a run up on Boeing, right? I thought we could go 225. And good thing I sold, because this thing is now down 215. And that's what they did yesterday. If you don't take your gain, so the lesson I learned yesterday, if you don't take your gains and you're not happy with the 10 to 30%, 10, 15%, you don't deserve to keep it. That's what the market taught me yesterday. They said, you know what? You don't deserve to keep the gains. But I mean, it's still early in the day. I mean, this thing it's going to be interesting to see if this just keeps dropping all day or if we try to pivot here. I mean, I'm thinking that they're going to try to buy this at some point, right? But who knows? We can Um, let's see here. Right now, market's a little bit undecided. So if we're looking at the stats for the overall market right now, call volume is at 17 billion, put volumes at 13 billion. So it's almost, I would say it's almost even. I mean, obviously it's skewed more to the call side a little bit, but I would say the market right now, if we're looking at call premium versus put premium, it is pretty even, you know. VIX is spiking. So the overall market, let's see here. Okay, you know today's screwed when GameStop is the highest premium on the call side. You guys trade FUTU? I mean, it pops up every day, and I don't know. What do you guys trade that? Let me see. FUTU. Oh man, this thing is crazy. What is FUTU? Is it a SPAC? What is it? It pops up every day. I gotta look into it. Let me see here. FUTU. Futu magazine is a concept magazine about design, art, and trends in luxury. It appears every 2 months, is distributed worldwide in concept stores. What? No, this is not the same. Is that? What is? Let me see. Futu. Let me see what this company is here. Is it a magazine? No, it's not. That's wrong. It's let's see here. What is this thing? It's a technology company. Chinese. It's advanced technology company transforming the investing experience by offering fully digitized brokerage and wealth management platform. Futu was listed on NASDAQ on March 8th, 2019. So they provide investing services, including stock trading, clearing, margin financing. What do they own? What platforms do they own here? What platforms do they own? Oh, they own Moomoo. They own Moomoo, which is interesting. So Moomoo's been reaching out to me, but I was like, I don't know if I have time to learn another platform. I don't know. All right, well, this thing is crazy though. So premium on this thing, as you can see here, I mean, it's every day. It's at the top of the list almost every day. So bullish flow, looking for PLTR, but PLTR is also on the put side, so you got to be careful there. All right. Neo's making the list for puts as well. They going for the jugular. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll see what happens. It looks like we could get maybe a potential little rebound here, but be careful. I mean, now if you're looking at NASDAQ futures here, I'm looking to see what happens in this range right now. Right now, 12,700, 13,000 right here. What happens in this range, 12,700 to 13,000 is going to be important. We break to the upside, we break to the downside. That's what I'm watching here on the NASDAQ. So I'll let you guys go. Did a little bit longer stream than usual. You guys have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Take profits, redeploy capital. Take profits, redeploy capital. Don't run them too hard. Don't run the trades too hard. The market's gonna run you then. It's gonna run you right over. So you guys have a good one. As always, stay safe, stay green, it's us versus herd.